Hey, it's No Flesh. How you doing? So I was just listening to a video on TikTok regarding deconstruction from Christianity and gospel music, and how she struggled with listening to gospel music. And yeah, I have the same issue because that was my connection. So what I try to do is be careful of the words that's being used. That's using I'm falling in love with all this sacred music that I played like in my live on I believe Saturday, right? Saturday. So I do agree. So I'm gonna put up the video up here so you can listen to her, because I feel the same way. It's a very hard thing to do when this was a part of your life. Gospel music, if I wasn't in going to church, if I heard gospel music, it just put me in a space. So yeah, listen to the video and let me know if you relate too.
It
Talk
took
to you
over 10
later.
years for me to fully accept the process of deconstruction, because I spent 10 years trying to reframe Christianity so that I could hold on to it. Around 2023, when I really kind of kicked into my deconstruction like hardcore, I will never forget one morning I woke up and I was listening to my playlist, and it was like something clicked in my brain where I could finally hear what the music was saying. And I truly do think that that's what religiousness does. It places a film on your eyes so that you can't see things for what they actually are. But this morning in particular, I'm listening to these words that I have sang over and over again, and I'm listening to music tell me that I am nothing. I am unworthy of my creator, that I was not chosen, but God had mercy and said, you could come too. I'm a wretch. I'm born in sin. I'm irredeemable. I'm a slave who just benefits from God calling me friend. This is the music. Every other song is saying, oh, God, go in and change every single thing about me. It is the denial of self. That is a common phrase in religion, that you are supposed to deny yourself. But what that actually is doing is that it's not removing your power from you. It's giving somebody else the access code to your power. This is the language of somebody who does not see themselves or like themselves. This is the language of somebody who is looking for the solution outside of themselves. And this makes you a perfect slave. So it started slow, where it was like, all right, well, I'm just not going to listen to that song. Okay. And then it was like, I was uncomfortable with songs that said Jesus, because in my mind, and this is my theory, they had no reason to change that man's name except that it is spell work on the name. If you convince the world that the power is in this name, and it's not even the name that was originally in the scriptures, I have every reason to believe that there is spell work on that name that is keeping me imprisoned. So then I got rid of the songs that had the name in it. By the time I'm done, there's nothing left. And I had to grieve. I'm telling you, it took me like a good 9 months to really just release it. And I had to grieve letting it go. I still grieve it sometimes because my childhood and my culture is so wrapped up in this music. But at some point, we have to make a decision. You have to choose yourself over your comforts, over the euphoria. You have to choose yourself. For those of you who are at the point in your deconstruction where you are starting to feel discomfort about gospel music and all of that, but you still have all of the nostalgia and all of the, emotion that's connected to it. One of the things that helped me is that I replaced the word God with whiteness, with white man, and listen to the context of the music with that as the thing to be worshipped or the thing being reverenced. And it will completely shift things, because what God would want me to call myself worthless when they created me? What God would take pleasure in my humility when I'm created from their very essence? I am made in the image of this God. Why would they need me to be debased in order to be accepted? Who does it benefit for you to perceive yourself like that? Call a thing a thing. Now that we recognize that the religion is deeply rooted in white supremacy and a white supremacist manifesto, call it what it is. Replace God with whiteness, white man, and see if you feel the same way about it.